video, I'm going to show you how to properly apply and prep your nail tips. Disclaimer! I have been doing nails for many years, so this method only looks easy because I've spent a lot of time and practice doing it, but when you do it, you may have some trouble with it. So don't worry, you're not doing anything wrong, you just need some time and practice to get used to doing it. Alright, with that being said, everything I use and that you'll need in this video will be listed on the screen here, and I'll also list everything down in the description box below, which I recommend you check out because there's some stuff down there that you need that I'm unable to fit on the screen. So let's get started. So first you want to start off by prepping your nails. Now my nails are actually already prepped, but I do have a video on how I prep my nails, which I will link down in the description box below. And I'll also see if I can put it up in the card here. If I can't though, it will be linked down in the description box below. So I definitely recommend that you check that out before continuing on with this video. So since my nails are already prepped, I'm gonna go ahead and size my nail tips. These nail tips I got off of Amazon, and I also numbered them myself. But how to figure out what your nail size is by looking at the underneath of the nail tip. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a number right here. Let's see if I can do another one. Maybe see if you guys can see it better. So I don't know if you can see that, but there's a 2 here. So all of these have numbers at the tips of them, and the smaller the number, the larger the size. That sounds really weird, but basically this is a 1, this is a 10. So the higher the number, the smaller the nail is, and the lower the number, the bigger the nail is. So I already know what sizes my nails are, but I'm gonna show you guys how to properly size your nails. So I'm gonna start with my thumb, and I'm going to press this down onto my finger. And as you can, I don't know if you can see that, but it should be to my sidewalls. Now this nail is a little bit too big for my finger, so I'm gonna go for this one. And you can see that fits pretty well. Now it does kind of hang off the side of my nail a little bit, but if I end up going for, say, the next number up, I guess, this is pretty snug on my nail. So what I suggest that you do is you go for the size that's a little bit bigger on your nail rather than the smaller size. And the reason for this is because the product shrinks a little bit on your nail, and if you already have a small nail tip on, it'll just shrink it even more, and it could cause lifting, or it can cause the nails to pop off. So if you go for a bigger size, you can file the sides of the nail tip to fit from sidewall to sidewall. So I went ahead and I sized my nail tips off camera, and I'm gonna show you guys what to do if you have a nail tip that's too big. So this is the lowest size in this box, and you can see this is still way too big for my little pinky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my file, and I'm just going to file this portion of the nail tip. That's only where I'm filing. And if you do it to one side, do it to the other side. And then I'm going to see if that fits onto my nail. And it's still a little big, so I'm gonna just file it a little more. It's still a little big, but you get the idea. You basically just want to file the sides until it fits perfectly from sidewall to sidewall. So now that my nail tips are filed to fit my nails, I'm gonna go ahead and glue them to my nails. So what I suggest that you use is a brush-on nail glue. The reason for this is because you can control the amount that you want on your nail tip, and you really don't want a lot of glue on your nail tip. You only want a small amount. And I also suggest that you start from your pinkies and then work your way down to your thumb. That way you always have your thumb to work with. So I'm gonna take my nail tip, and I don't know if you can see this, but you see how this is a lighter color from this? This is called the well, and you only wanna apply the glue to this portion of the nail tip. Now you can also apply the nail glue to your natural nail, but I don't really suggest that because I feel like you don't have a lot of control as to the amount that you're putting on your natural nail. So as you can see, I'm trying to remove as much glue as I can from my brush, and then I'm lightly applying this to my nail tip. And then really quickly, I'm going to glue this to my nail, and I'm gonna push down and then slowly push it down like that. I don't know if you saw that. Hopefully you saw what it is that I meant. I'm gonna hold that for a few seconds. And then I'm gonna pinch the sides so the sides of the nail tip stick to my nail. And then I like to push down on the sides here just to make sure that my fingers aren't stuck to the glue. And there you go. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what it is that I meant. So you wanna start at an angle like this and then slowly push down on your nail. And that will help to get rid of any air bubbles on the nail tip. That is the best way I have found to get rid of air bubbles with nail tips or with glue-on nails. So definitely apply your nail tips like that. So now that I've got all my nail tips glued down, I'm gonna go ahead and clip them down. Now you can use scissors to clip them down. The only problem with that is that the nail tips literally fly everywhere, and so it's kind of dangerous to use scissors to clip them down, but you can use scissors if you want to. Or you can buy nail tip cutters like these. Can you guess where I got these from? That's right, Sally's Beauty Supply. But you can also get these off of Amazon. So how you use these is, let's see if I can show you. You make sure the blade is facing this way, so away from the nail tip. And then you slide your nail tip into there. And I suggest that you clip whatever nail shape you're going for. Clip them a little bit longer than how you want them to be, because if you are doing a lot of filing, you might end up filing them down shorter than what you want them to be. So clip them a little longer than you want them to be. That way you can always file them down if you need to. So I'm going to slide this into here, and I'm gonna clip about like that much off. And there you go. So I'm gonna do that to the rest of my nails, and then I'll be right back. So now my nails are clipped down, and it's now time for shaping. Now the shape that I'm going for today is an almond shape, and something that I suggest that you do if you're doing like a coffin or a stiletto, or in this case I'm doing almond, take little nail scissors and clip the sides of the nail tips. Just be careful when you're doing this, because you don't want to clip a lot off of the side here, and you also don't want to cut your skin. So just going to cut, I think that much is okay. And then that little bit that's left there, I'm just gonna pull that off. So I'm gonna go ahead and you wanna do that to both sides. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that to the rest of my nails, and then I'll be right back for the shaping. Okay, so I've clipped the sides, and as you can see, these do not look great, but now we are going to get into the actual shaping part. So you can do whatever shape you want to do. You don't have to do almond. That's just a shape that I want to go for today. So what I'm going to do, or what I like to do with an almond shape, is I like to start from the sides of the nails, just making sure that those blend well with my natural nails. And then I like to go from the corner of the nail tip, and I like to file at an angle like this. I don't know if this is considered like a 45-degree angle, but this is just the angle I like to go for. And then I actually don't file all the way down. I file about like halfway. And then I start filing like that. I don't know if you can see that. But then I just do that to the other side. And I basically just file them until they're the shape that I am going for, that I'm happy with. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do that to my nails really quick, and then I'll be right back. So now my nails are all shaped up the way that I like them. And I'm now going to blend the nail tip into my natural nail. And what I mean by that is, I'm not sure if you can see this, but there's a bit of a lip here because the nail tip sits on top of the natural nail. So you want to blend that in with your natural nail. That way when you're applying product on top of it, there's not like this weird like lift or bulge or whatever. So I'm going to gently file the nail tip only. Do not file your natural nail. You just want to file the nail tip so that it blends in with the natural nail. And something else that I like to do is I also like to just file the shine off of the nail tip. That way the product can adhere better to the nail tip. So I'm just going to very gently file the nail tip so that it blends in with my natural nail. So you basically just want to file it until this is smooth and it's all blended in. So I have now blended my nail tip into my natural nail, and I did cheat a little bit and I did use my e-file, but you can still achieve this with using a hand file. Just be careful with the sides. You don't want to accidentally file the sides too much, and be careful with your natural nails as well. So I'm now going to take my Lint Free Wipe and my rubbing alcohol, and I'm going to clean the dust off of my nails. And there you go. So that is how I apply and prep my nail tips for whatever product that I'm going to be putting on top of them. If you guys enjoyed this video, consider hitting that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you get notified as to new videos that I upload, if it even works. And if it doesn't work, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram, where I not only update you guys as to new videos that I upload, but I also share my work on there that you guys normally wouldn't see on here. So I hope you like this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!